Welcome into the PHNX Bets Daily Podcast, presented by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Leave us a 5-star review. I'm Johnny Venerable. I am joined today on what I think is the best Football Friday to date. Of course, Shane is out, which means upgrade. Espo is in. Espo, my guy, how you doing today on a Friday?
So is it the best day to pick because I'm here, or is it because there's actual good games?
Well, I think both. I think when I
Okay.
woke up this morning, I started diving into a lot of the lines. I said, Leah, get me Espo, get Shane the hell out of here. This is serious, right? This is a show we're going to show our stockholders at the end of the year because we're going to be so proud of the efforts that we've got put forth. So before we get to our picks today, I want to quickly review what I broke down with Mike Luke yesterday on our Thursday show, because we did have a couple marquee games. So, Leah, if we could see the graphic yesterday, I had Purdue plus 7.5. Cha-ching, cha-ching. That hit. I had Michigan State minus 3.5. Cha-ching, cha-ching. That hit. And I had Arizona State plus 7. Cha-ching, cha-ching. That hit. I was 3 for 3, cashing in on college. So if you tune into this show regularly, I'm here to make you money. And that's what we're going to do here on a Football Friday.
I feel like you're selectively choosing what to review when it comes to your bets. Is that right?
That's what this show's foundation is. We are here to manipulate. We are here to educate. No, I felt so good about those picks yesterday. I almost took the Arizona State money line, rightfully so, did not take it. But to me, I've been impressed with the Big Ten this year. They went 3 for 3 yesterday, which was fantastic. I think, a little spoiler, my pick today, I think they're going to keep it going as it relates to Michigan and Georgia. But Espo, since you're our guest today, I'll let you kick it off with what you like going on this Football Friday.
Oh, well, what I like is the fact that I don't have to be watching the Suns game right now because they're getting their asses handed to them in Boston. So I appreciate you pulling me away from that, at least for a few minutes here. But Leah, can we put up the graphic? Because I don't remember what I like today. Let's be honest.
Are we starting with college or NFL?
Yeah, let's start with college.
Okay. All right. Here's your college.
I think I do remember this. Cincinnati plus 13.5 against Alabama. Bama hasn't been Bama this year. I get it. They're number one. They're in the playoffs, yada, yada. I feel like this is going to be closer than a 13.5 point game tonight. So give me a Cincy plus that 13.5.
I don't dislike that. I actually hate that pick. It's a pick that I have been staunchly opposed to for the entire college football season. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, Espo, but on our PHNX Tailgate show, every Sunday morning, I used to fight off Saul Bookman and Shane Diefenbach on their love affair with the Cincinnati Bearcats, and I've been waiting for this day, December 30th, or is it the 31st? I can never keep track.
31st,
to be able to finally see the end of the charade that is the Cincinnati Bearcats and their 2021 season. Leah, can I see my picks today, please? The Alabama Crimson.
You trash me and you don't give me a chance to respond. What kind of kangaroo court you run here, Johnny?
That's how the show works. That's this show.
Johnny, let me say this. It's not a belief in Cincinnati. It's a lack of belief in Bama. I do not think Cincinnati's going to win the game. I do not think Cincinnati's that great. But I don't think Bama is as good as everybody's made out to believe. I don't think they're a 13.5 point winner. Maybe 10 points, but I don't see them at 13.5 today.
Did you see what Alabama did to Georgia in the SEC title game? Are you betting against Nick Saban with what equates to, 6 weeks off to prepare for a team that the large majority of their players will not be in the NFL like Alabama, but will be, future bank tellers of America. They'll be working in insurance, right? They'll be working in retail. There's nothing wrong with that. They're not. That's fine. They'll make a nice living doing all those professions and more.
And you know what that means, Johnny? this game means more to those guys than it means to Saban and anybody on that Bama roster, because they know they got a future in football. You know what these Cincinnati Bearcats have? Right here, right now. They're not going to let 13 and a half happen, my friend. God, now I'm understanding Shane more and more. I do not like being backed into a corner.
Give me my picks on the screen. Continuation. Alabama. If this line was 23 and a half, I would take it. That's how confident I am. I've got significant funds on this game via the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Quickly, let me tell you about the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Call to action. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the promo code PHNX. Bet $1. Any team to score, win $100 in free bets. If they score, you score. Promo code PHNX. In Arizona, 21 and over, Arizona only. Gambling problem, call 1-800-NEXT-STEPS. New customers only. Eligibility restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for more details. All right. My apologies, Leah. Graphic one more time. So we've made it clear. Espo he's been brainwashed.
Johnny said plus 13 and a half in his text to me, so I just copied what he said.
Did you mean
minus 13 and a half?
So Johnny can't even get the line right.
I just wrote what Johnny sent me, so
it's like his betting advice.
Put me back on the screen. Put me back on the screen quickly, Leah. I apologize. It's like when you know you're going to make money on the DraftKings Sportsbook app and you've got such a great line and your hands start shaking and you make a big bet and then you have to pivot apps, and I'm texting Lee. I'm so excited about the prospects of making money off of Cincinnati today, peeing down their leg in front of this national stage that I accidentally clicked the wrong button. I'm human. I'm sorry. I don't get every bet right. I am over 70% this year, which is on par or better with professional bettors. But, occasionally I do 10 shows a day. Sorry, guys. Occasionally I have a misstep.
Mrs. Venerable, I'm sorry that Johnny, when he gets excited, can't finish the job. All right. I'm sorry. He can't figure out how to plus or minus.
I never have a problem in that department. All right. Back. Let's talk about the rest of these games. Michigan plus 7.5. Jim Harbaugh. I like the dynamic of this Michigan team this year as opposed to years prior. I think that run game will shred Georgia's front seven, even though they've got the most NFL talent in the playoffs, even compared to Alabama. I do not trust Kirby Smart in a big spot. And I think Jim Harbaugh at this point is playing with house money. And we've seen the legitimacy of the Big Ten thus far in bowl season. And then lastly, Notre Dame. Listen, they promoted their coach from within. I saw Mullet Man in Oklahoma State in the Big 12 title game essentially choke that championship away en route to not being selected in the college football playoff. I think Notre Dame, listen, they've lost one game this year, and it was to Cincinnati early on. And Saul likes to throw that in my face. Are we sure that COVID didn't play a factor in that? But 11-1 Notre Dame, I like them to roll ASU today. I think they could pitch a shutout. That's how high I am on their new head coach and the defense that he brings. So those are my college picks, Espo.
They are what they are. I'll say that. I hope you didn't put too much money on that Bama line, because I feel bad once again for Mrs. Venerable if that's the case.
Oh man, here's what I don't feel bad about, because at the end of the day, we have some tremendous content here at PHNX. I feel good about the stuff that we're doing here. And if you love what we're doing here and want to help support us on our journey, become a member of this fam today. And you're either going to get a free t-shirt of your choice from the PHNX merchandise locker, or your first month for just 50 cents, depending on what option you choose. So you can head to phnxlocker.com today. You can grab a sticker pack, which are like selling out quick and fast, $5 for those. Grab any t-shirt you want, $29.99. Be the envy of all your friends, of your family. It's not too late. If you're thinking about, maybe regifting some gifts, getting some cash back, go spend at PHNX merchandise locker. I'm so addicted to our gear. These are the clothes I wore yesterday. I just decided, hey, I'm going to roll with them 2 days in a row. That's how soft the fabric is. It's not 100% cotton. It's of the highest quality, where, like me, here in Maricopa, you can wear it multiple days in a row and no one will think twice.
It's so soft, we refer to it as a Johnny Venerable fabric. All right.
All right, I have to transition from college because I feel personally attacked on this program. My program that I dominate every day. Espo, I'm going to give you the floor once again. Let's just calm down. No dog in this fight. Let's talk NFL.
Let's talk. It's Raiders +7. The Colts don't even know who the hell they're starting at quarterback. They had to call Phillip Rivers, who said, "Nah, I'm good." Even if Carson Wentz plays, he's been out all week with in health and safety protocol. So I like that +7 for the Raiders. It's sitting there again. I don't think they're going to win, but I think they keep it under a touchdown. That one seems like it's an easy win in my books. And then this one is not going to be a popular pick with anybody, including, I think, the man I'm sharing the program with. But I'm going to take the Cardinals money line. If this team is going to be anything, do anything, prove that they aren't some giant fluke, they need to come up big in Dallas, and I think they will. Give me the Cardinals money line on Sunday.
I don't hate that pick, and I'm going to be honest with you. We had, if you missed it, the great Hall of Famer, one of the greatest players in NFL history, Aeneas Williams, yesterday on PHNX Cardinals podcast. If you haven't checked that out now. He gave a pep talk to us and to the Cardinals that has me fired up, and it has me believing again. So Cheerston Zussell and I will be live 3 p.m. later today. We're going to give you our definitive Cowboys preview. I'm on the fence right now. The line's up to 6. I'm not touching that game, but who knows? Saturday night, I may change my mind. Here are my NFL picks for Sunday. It's a Sunday that I feel probably the best about that I have in some time. Kansas City -4.5 at Cincinnati. What does everybody do after a big emotional win for the Bengals? They're loving on Joe Burrow, right? They can be a contender in the AFC. Listen, they beat a Baltimore team with a backup quarterback. They have no players in their secondary. I think the Bengals are a nice story, but now you're playing the prohibitive favorite, in my opinion, to win the Super Bowl right now, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs are going to win by more than a touchdown. Book that. And then I'm right there with you, Espo. The Colts, at the end of the day, they're talented, but they're flawed at the most important position. And I think the Raiders are playing good enough football offensively with Derek Carr, a little bit inspired since the firing of John Gruden, have overcome a lot, quite frankly, with the Henry Ruggs situation. I know Darren Waller's questionable. He may or may not play, but I like them to go into India and to get a close win. I think they'll win outright. And then I also have what is the Johnny Venerable DraftKings pick of the week. And if there's a game that I feel most confident on of any of these games, it's this one right here. I think, unfortunately for the Cardinals, the LA Rams -5. I got this line at -4. It's up to -5. Get it before it gets too big. The Baltimore Ravens are essentially a depleted team at the end of the year. Lamar may or may not play. I don't think it matters. Again, all you have to look at is the template from last week with Joe Burrow and that diminishing Baltimore secondary. What is Matthew Stafford and Odell Beckham and Cooper Kupp going to do with a division title at stake? As much as I would like to see them lose, I'm going with my head over my heart. I'm being objective for you, America. Rams are my pick of the week.
Is the Venerable pick of the week better than the Diefenlock? Because I've watched that thing and I go, I don't know about that. And I'm pretty sure the record goes, not very good. So
my pick is like, if you go out to eat at like a nice Italian restaurant, like downtown Scottsdale, downtown Chicago, the Diefenlock is if you get like great value pasta at Walmart and bring it home and make it yourself. That's what it's comparable.
I was thinking you're going to go old school and say like Fazoli's fast food pasta, which is not a good choice.
Fine. You know, that's probably somewhere in between fast food, pasta, breadsticks. Yeah. I had a Fazoli's in Bloomington where I grew up. I
love that you've gone Italian. I believe we both have that in our heritage. So you had to go that direction, you know.
Espo, this was such a joy. It was such a pleasure
to do kissing my ass, all right? Just stop it. Say you were the guy that showed up last second because nobody else could, and thank you for at least making me not do the solo.
Hey, listen to me. Right now, you were always my first choice. Leah messaged me and said, are you okay with Espo? I'm like, am I okay with Espo? Of course I am, right? I am somebody who welcomes any and all challengers here on Bets. May the best man win. I'm not somebody who likes to stack the deck in my favor. That's all I have to say.
Johnny, you're full of crap. And next time, actually ask me before somebody has to call out sick. How about that?
That's fair. That's fair.
All
We're
right.
about the only two bodies left standing here at PHNX, but that's okay because we're here for you, the PHNX family. Do us a favor. Go follow us on YouTube, PHNX Sports. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment on this podcast, wherever you get your podcasts at. Give us a like. We're doing it for you. We're having fun on a football Friday. Espo, in all seriousness, it was a pleasure. Thank you, guys. We'll see you on Monday.